Namaste creators, Namo Himalaya. And very interesting full moon we have right now. Many of you may have been affected by some of the energies already. We're going to dive deep into it in understanding what this lunar eclipse actually means on the 28th, which is today. It's actually fully blown wide right now. And we're going to have these new moon energies, as we always say, with a 5-day window now. There's around 2 to 3 days left. So we got about 72 hours to know how to best respond to the situation that's happening right now, energetically, physically, emotionally. I'm sure somewhat your manifestations or what you've been wanting to attract and in your life, I'm sure somewhat there's been a bit of a shaky moment or some doubts and fears that may be happening in your mind. And if this is you, then pay close attention, because in this video, I want to break down 3 main things that we need to look out for, because this is actually the second eclipse, and it's also the final eclipse before the new beginning on November, which is just in a few days' time. So we got a lot of exciting things that are going to happen, and it's very important that we get it right. So I'm seeing a lot of people starting to tune in right now. Welcome, welcome. Molly is first time joining from the UK. Hello, hello. Vicky, 晚上好. Hello, good evening to everybody as well. We've got some new from Saudi Arabia. Hello, hello. 大家好, thank you for tuning in. Okay, some people are asking about mantras and things like that. So we're going to dive deep into it. Okay. Yes. So one of the things that we need to understand when it comes to this particular full moon, it's a lunar eclipse. It's another lunar eclipse. Now, what happens when it's anything to do with any eclipse? It's always where that light is covered up. So you've got the dark energies that are prevailing. When dark energies are prevailing, and I'm sure many of you are aware of the situation happening around the world right now with a lot of war, a lot of negativity, a lot of fighting, a lot of deaths, a lot of things that are actually happening globally. So this is a collective energy. We are not separate too. Never think that just because you are sat in some nice house somewhere that take everything for granted and that you are not involved in everything, because we are a part of everything. We are one. We are one collective energy. And so it's very important for us to come together. And when we come together with our prayers, and we come together with positivity, we come together with love, and we come together with compassion, this is the energy we put out to the world. That is the best way, energetically, how we can actually make any difference at all with all the situations that happen globally right now. Now, with that said, we also need to know that it's not just us being able to in any way send healing or prayers to people who are in need. At the same time, it works the other way around. While there are a lot of dark energies at play right now, and there's a lot of challenges and things that are happening, that energy we will also feel on some subconscious or superconscious level, right? On some subconscious or unconscious level. And so when that is happening, it's highly likely that during this period, okay, from, well, the last few days already, fully blown wide today, which may be a little bit more apparent, and then you've got a couple of days more of this, where certain situations that have, and I think this is the best way to look at it, right? Let's say, for example, this is the surface, right? So what we got is whatever problems you had with your relationships before, or whatever problems you had with wealth or abundance or your career or your job, right? Whatever problems, they were always here. And this was the surface level that you kind of shoved under the carpet and kept it there, and you knew about it, but you didn't really do anything about it. What happens is this full moon, especially with the lunar eclipse, brings it out, right? I don't believe that any tragic situation or any arguments or anger or frustration or any conflict that you've had in the past few days, I don't believe that it was never there in the first place. I believe there was always some pain that was there, except what happened was the full moon just puts a light on it, like shining a torch on it, and it becomes extremely apparent. It pops out. Now, when this thing pops out, how you respond to it is going to be extremely important this time, and I'll tell you why. Because many of you know that we're moving into a new star sign. We're moving into a shift. And this shift, as it moves into November, December, January, and February, 4 months is very fast for speed manifestations. So that's why in this video, I want to quickly break down for you 3 things that you must pay close attention to, or things that you can actually do practically to actually help you navigate through this time, so that you leave the old behind, so that you get rid of any ongoing challenges and stop any negativity from spiraling out of control, which for many people around the world, it's happening right now. And at the same time, if you do this right, what will happen is you will sow the right seeds for a new beginning to start and shift for you as of the end of this month to the beginning of next month. Like in the next few days, you will see it happen instantly. Now, so what is the first thing we need to pay close attention to? The first thing we need to pay close attention to is all to do with cutting cords. Okay, cutting cords. Now, cutting cords is always a very difficult thing for humans to do, is because we usually have an emotional attachment to certain things in life, certain people, certain situations, certain environments, things that we are accustomed to and people that we are used to, or environments or job or whatever that we're used to. Just because it's easy, it's always been there. There's problems there, but we kind of shove it under the carpet and we kind of just think, okay, let's keep trying and hopefully we'll make it work, fingers crossed. But I always say to people, hoping is not a process. When you look at history, if things were supposed to work, they would be working. And so if there are certain problems and you know that you are not aligned with the future version of you, like you know what you want in the future, but you are not living that truth right now, or the people around you are stopping you from living your greatest you, there's conflict, there's misalignment, there's disalignment. And if that is happening in your job, in your career, with your finances, with your relationship, any area of your life, what you're going to see these few days, if it happens, by the way, let me know inside the comments if you guys can relate to anything that I'm saying so far that has been happening already, right? Because if it has been happening, then at least then other people know that they're not alone on this journey, that there has been a light which will start bringing up some truth. Some you may have known for a long time, but you didn't know is as big as the problem is right now, or some truth that you just found out, something that didn't make you happy in the past few days. Because that's what this full moon, this lunar eclipse will do. It will shine light on that darkness, and that darkness will prevail and it will come up. And if that, I've seen Teresa said, yes, very much so. So you see, we have people relating to this. And while that is happening, what's the first thing? The first thing is to cut the cords. To be able to cut the cords, you need to be emotionally detached. You need to be with faith, with trust that the universe is shining this light to bring it to the surface, to allow you to cut the cord, to create this separation. As I always say, elevation requires separation. Universe wants you to elevate. November, December, January, February are elevation times. Loads of manifestations can happen for you. But you have to cut the cords, because if you don't cut the cords, guess what? You're holding old energy in the present moment, and therefore that will continue to spiral, because you need to understand, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And what are you? You are your environment. Our tribe equals our vibe. Our network is our net worth. Right? If you have a certain energy around you and it's disturbing, it's negativity, it's problems, and you keep it around you, guess what? You become problematic too. You're energetic on an energetic level. And guess what? You start attracting more of that. And because month 11, month 12, 1 and 2 it's like manifestation on steroids. It will boost. That doesn't mean good, by the way. It depends whether you are on a positive vibration or a negative vibration. If you haven't cut the cords and you're still carrying the things of the old, guess what will happen? November, December, January, February, it's going to speed up and amplify all the problems that are there, and it will carry it on through those 4 months, which that's why I put this big, what sign today? I put a big warning sign. Not to scare you guys. I want you guys being fear-based. But this warning sign is to say, hey, do the right thing. Because if you do the right thing right now, you can manifest miracles in your life. You can manifest positivity in your life. You can manifest all your dreams, your goals, your desires, right? So the first thing is cut the cords, whatever no longer serves you, relationship that no longer serves you. It's time to say goodbye. Let it go. job that you don't like, career that you don't like, business that you don't like doing anymore, whatever it is, cut the cord, get it out the door. Because if you fold over that page to the new page, guess what? You got a blank sheet. You can write your destiny any way you want. So the first thing is cut the cord. So make sure to take note of that, right? We've got about 1,000+ people who are tuned in right now, okay? So just cutting the cords, let it go, detach, right? It's very important. The second thing that I advise everybody to do is invest in the new, okay? So this is very important. The first thing we got to do is we got to cut the cords, meaning we flip the page, right? The second thing we need to do, we need to pay close attention to, is seeing where the opportunities are to invest in the new. What does it mean, invest in the new, right? Well, if it's a business, obviously it's just investing money. If it's a project, it's investing. Now is a good time, by the way. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, all these dates are very good for investing, okay, in financial investing. So that's very good, right? So invest in the new. However, it's not just about investing money. That's just one way to understand it. It's the whole of investing energy. It's basically sowing seeds, right? What you put out, you will get back. Sowing and reaping, this is. Okay, but it's what you sow, you shall reap. So the question is, if you want to manifest more money and abundance in this coming months of the November, December, January, and February, then you've got to put out the thing that you want. So investing your time if you want time from other people, investing your love if you want love from other people, investing your money if you want money to come in. So this is very important how you respond to the situation right now. So the first thing is, like I said, cut the cords. What no longer serves you, let it go, let it pass, have trust, have faith, know, let yourself know. Tell yourself that the universe is here for you. Even challenges that show up are showing up for you, even if you don't know why it's showing up for you. Okay, have faith, have trust. That's trust and surrender. First thing, cut the cord. Second thing, invest, sowing seeds. Invest what you want, whatever it is that you want, put more of it out right now. Right? We've got until the end of this month, but the next 72 hours is going to be a lot more vibrant because the full moon will illuminate everything that you're doing, all the energies that you are, and amplify it and speed it up for speed manifestations and miracles to manifest through November, December, January, and February. Okay, so that's the second thing. Second thing is all about investing what you want. Okay, putting out what you want. The first thing is about cutting the cords. Right? What's the final thing? Final thing to pay close attention to is everything that is happening around us, because you are learning how you can better look at every situation in perspective. But that does not mean the people around you know how to deal with all the situations and challenges that are happening around their lives and everything around them globally right now. When that happens, guess what? Guess what? What's up, right? The people around you highly likely will be triggered, will be emotional, will feel down, will feel upset, will feel sad, will feel frustrated. There'll be people being hurt out there right now. There's people losing their lives right now out there. So with all of that, what is the final thing we need to do if we want to be able to make some positive impact in this world? Is to not be affected by everything that is happening around us, right? And you're thinking, how do I not get affected by it? Right? Not getting affected by it, the practice, this final practice, is all to do with learning to become the witnesser. The witnesser is the most powerful perspective, is the powerful position you could ever be in. The witnesser is what? The witnesser is godlike. The witnesser is divine. The witnesser is like the universe. The witnesser is like Mother Earth. Mother Earth knows all truth, sees all truth, is affected by none. With regardless of what energies Mother Earth sees, negativity, positivity, hurt, anger, frustration, Mother Earth always keeps holding you up with unconditional love. So what is the practice I give everybody during this full moon? which will really help you navigate through these very tough times that are happening globally right now. Remember, if you are affected, always remember, if you are affected by the negativity that is happening globally right now, you also dive into the negative vibration. When you become the negative vibration, you do not help any of the collective energies at all. In fact, you are just adding to it. To be able to help, you need to first be able to help yourself be in your highest and most powerful vibrational frequency. And where does that come from? It comes starting from breath work. The middle of it is breath work, and it ends also with breath work. One of my earliest spiritual masters said to me, breath is life, breath is everything. Whatever situation is that is happening around us, we will get affected by it. We will want to react to situations. The moment we react, we become. I want everybody to remember that. When you react, you become. When somebody shouts at you, you shout back, you become. When somebody fights you, you fight them, you become. And what you become, you attract. But that's not the reason why you're trying to fight it. You're trying to fight it is because you do not like what you're seeing that's happening around the world. You do not like what you heard from somebody that said something about you. You don't like, you're triggered by it. And so what is your standpoint using breath? Slow, deep inhale and slow, gentle, relaxing exhale. Breath will center your energy, ground your energy, bring your presence of mind back here now into this moment. When you're here, present in this moment, your intuition, your super abilities, your supernatural abilities, your sensories, your consciousness, it all heightens. And you take a different perspective of the situation. It's almost like pulling yourself out and taking a bird's eye view on everything. Witness the situation. Witness everything that you may be triggered by. Once you've witnessed it with no feelings and no emotional attachments or reaction, right? The second thing, ask yourself the question, how can I best respond using positivity, love, and compassion in this particular situation? Ask yourself that question. With questions comes answers. Answers will come. You will know what to do. If I had to act in love and kindness and compassion right now, what would my actions be? And the moment you start doing that, guess what happens? You become responsible. This is your responsibility, your ability to respond to everything that happens around you. And if you learn to respond instead of reacting, guess what? You will not be fazed by everything that's happening around you, and you will get yourself in the right position to be able to use your intelligence without being emotionally engaged, but use your intelligence to do the right thing in every situation. Because as I always say to people, full moon brings up emotions. But the problem is when emotions are high, intelligence is low. That's when mistakes are made. So my final recommendation for everybody is to learn to respond with love, with kindness, with positivity. Just a quick recap. Number one, cut the cords. If you missed this one, you can go back to it and watch this video again. If you tuned in a little bit late, we've got about 1,260 people tuned in right now, live. The second thing after cutting the cords, right? Learn how to set those powerful intentions and take the right actions that are proactive. Invest the thing that you want. Start sowing the seeds. And point number three, learn how to be responsible for everything that is happening around you. Then you will step into your power, be the bold and most powerful version of you, mentally, physically, and spiritually, to be able to navigate through these tough times and not only be able to impact the world, but also impact your life moving forward, especially in these coming months of manifestations. That's my words for everybody here today. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in today. Do let us know inside the comments where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And those of you who haven't got tickets to Manifesting Miracles yet, make sure to get it. It starts next week already. So we're going to be here live in Dubai, and you can tune in virtually. The tickets will probably be in the description below. Manifesting Miracles, right? And I do know that last full moon satsang, I didn't get a chance to spend time with you guys because we had a very special guest who came on with a very special kirtan, and the vibrations were extremely, extremely vibrant. So this time I didn't show up, but next full moon I'll be there with all of you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, allow this message to reach out to more people and help more people when times are very temperamental right now. It's very important that we spread that positive message with the world. Please do share this video with your friends, with your family, with your circles to be able to help more people. Comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. We got Michelle from Germany. Hello, hello. Jean from Baltimore, Maryland. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much. And finally, if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos, so you're accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we are signing out. Have a good evening. Have a good day. Namaste. Namo Himalaya. Love and prayers for all of you. Thank you.